Welcome to day one of Jack's GORRAM punishment. Or as my anxiety likes to call it, boy, I don't have time for this, I have university auditions and I'm going to die! But I said I would make 5 videos in the week, so that's what I'm going to do as I take off my shoes. Fun fact, these are actual original Converse that I purchased specifically for my 10th Doctor costume. I'm that much of a geek. But for the record, don't buy white Converse if you do a lot of walking like I do, because it gets dirty rather quickly. And washing them with this kind of thing is kind of pointless because they have the kind of marker on there that rubs off over time. So today was rather uneventful, apart from the fact that 2 rather small bad things kind of added up and made my day not very good. The first was that I found out that renewing a license and applying for an exemption to Ps cost me something close to $200. $140 of those dollars is to renew my learner's license. $40 of those dollars goes to applying for the exemption for my logbook for Ps, which basically means that if I'm successful I don't have to do the 100 hours of supervised learning because I can't afford it, but I have to pay for the application. And once it's sent out, I can still fail the application and have to do the logbook anyway. Queensland Transport! Way! And that on top of getting a courtesy call from my former employers. At this point I had already assumed that they didn't want me back, and I can't exactly blame them. In my second shift I had a nervous breakdown because I was so concerned about doing a good job. And because I wasn't doing a good job right off the bat, I was upset and therefore I did worse and just blah 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 blah. But then I got a call. Yeah, this is just a courtesy call just to let you know we're not going to need your services anymore because I didn't think you were suited for the job. Well, gee, I had no idea. I need you to call me 4 weeks after I hadn't had a single shift for you to tell me that you didn't want my work anymore. Don't get me wrong, I understand why they have a courtesy call. It makes sense. A lot of people go, why can't they just give me a call to let me know they don't need me on shift anymore? But now that I've actually received one, I can tell you right now that that's kind of bullshit. You're just mad because you don't have a job anymore. It's got nothing to do with courtesy. You just weren't suited for the job. I like my jobs to be straightforward and personal. I don't like lots of people depending on me, and I don't like being rushed. So basically every job ever that I can secure as a young person isn't exactly suited to me. I remember being on those phones and every time I had to take an extra 2 seconds just to kind of take a deep breath. And in that deep breath my mind was kind of going, you can't do this, you can't do this, you can't do this, you can't do this! And the little small voice of logic is going, hey, relax. It's okay. But it's a small voice. It's been getting better. Often the voice of logic and reason is more like a small child tugging at my shorts. Hey, it's okay. So, I had beer. Lots of beer. And then I went to uni and learned about restoration theatre. And my lecturer made a really great point that shows like How I Met Your Mother are perfect simulations of modern comedy of manners. More specifically, the character of Barney Stinson is actually a perfect example of what it was like to be a person in the Restoration period. You never let your guard down. You never ever show weakness. You don't say what you mean. And it's all kind of summed up in this one quote by Barney, which is, when I'm sad, I stop being sad and be awesome instead. So if you're interested, there's some playwrights I've written down there that you can check out in regards to restoration theatre. So that's my video number 1. You will see number 2 when I make it. Goodbye.